Is it time to worry about the Chicago Bears offensive line? Let's talk about it, people. What is going on? Yo, Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, hit that subscribe button down below, people. It helps me out a lot when you guys support the channel. Let's get right into it, people. So I am absolutely terrified of what is going on with the Bears offensive line at the moment. Now, the season has not started yet. We still have a little bit of time before that happens, but preseason is literally in a few days. And I'm just terrified of what's going on because we are down three. Let me repeat that. 3 starters on the offensive line, and that include Tevin Jenkins, Nate Davis, and Darnell Wright. Now, at the moment, they're not considered significant injuries, and there has been no word about them potentially missing any time in the regular season, week 1, and moving forward from that. But they have been in and out or straight up just missing training camp so far. And it terrifies me because of what could derail this season. All right, so before I get into that, let's talk about the group that they have been putting out there, the Bears have, with these guys injured. So the first team has been Braxton Jones. Then they have Jerome Cavan, Ryan Bates, Bill Murray, and Matt Pryor. Okay, so those have been sort of the first team starters, and they've been switching out with, Coleman Shelton in there instead of Ryan Bates, and Bates moving over to the right guard spot. In terms of any changes. But for the most part, that's been it. And what has happened at practice is that with that first team offensive line, Caleb Williams has been under duress and under pressure the entire time. Like, it's very easy for the Bears D-line, which is not really elite by any means, right? They're not great. They're actually one of the weaknesses of the team outside of Montez Sweat. But the Bears D-line has been able to generate pressure on Caleb Williams, and that is what is going to happen in the regular season if this stays as our offensive line. So that is what worries me, is because I've mentioned this before. The one thing that could derail this entire season is the offensive line not playing well, because that has a direct impact on the future of this team, which is Caleb Williams. If Caleb does not have enough time to throw, he won't be able to develop properly. He'll be prone to getting hurt. Like, I understand, hey, if you are that talented, you got to make it work. You're not going to get a perfect offensive line. But can he at least get the starters here? Like, none of these guys are all pros. All right, even our starters aren't, like, incredible, right? We don't have a top 5 unit. So I'm just asking for a line without backups, right? So can we just get our normal line with Braxton Jones and Tevin Jenkins and Ryan Bates, Coleman Shelton, and Darnell Wright and Nate Davis? Like, can I get a full line like that? I mean, at this point, Nate Davis just is injured more than he's playing. Like, he's stealing money from the Chicago Bears at this point, it seems like. Tevin Jenkins, I love the kid. He's uber talented, but again, he's injury prone. Darnell Wright, I'm going to give him a pass because, again, he hasn't shown to be injury prone. Maybe he's just dealing with something right now. But my point is, like, can I just get a normal starting line for Caleb? Not asking for all pros, not asking for pro bowlers, just a normal line without backups. That's it. So that scares me, man, because, again, it all goes back to the same issues we've been dealing with for the past few years, which is what? When we even had Justin Fields, it was, hey, the line's not good. Get the ball out quick. Get the ball out quick. Be able to get, your playmakers in position because the line's not going to be able to hold. Like, it would be so nice if we could just have a competent offensive line where Caleb isn't under duress as soon as the ball is snapped. Now, the question was, is it time to panic? And look, the season has not started yet, so these guys very well could all be back and ready to go for week 1, and I still expect that to be the case. I do. So I'm not going to go ahead and say I'm hitting the panic button. Wow, that was a loud clap. I'm not going to say I'm hitting the panic button, but I'm hovering over it. All right, if the button's right here, I'm hovering over that thing, and I'm saying, look, man, if these guys are not on track for week 1, you better go out there, get some help, get some offensive line off the waiver wire. Like Ryan Poles, look, you've done a great job here, right? You're an offensive lineman, for crying out loud. Like, you should know the position. Don't let your prized possession potentially get hurt. This could screw up everything in terms of even your preseason plans. Can you even put Caleb out there with a patchwork O-line? Can you do that? That might be risking it. So go out there, be proactive, see if you can get somebody off the waiver wire in free agency and shore up the offensive line. You already didn't do enough in the offseason. You might as well do some now when your guys are hurt. And because I'm telling you right now, I'm not counting on Nate Davis being healthy for a full 17 games. No way. You're delusional if you count on Nate Davis to be healthy the entire season. Potentially same thing with Tevin Jenkins. So that's already 2 starters that you probably will not have for the full 17 games. Get some depth in here. Ryan Poles, get some depth in here. So that's where I'm at, people. Very close to panicking here. They better be ready for week 1. I'm terrified of the potential of not having a healthy offensive line. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.